I'ma hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The lyrics are interesting.
Or leading up to intro music.
I think it's the best, but I don't know.
I think it's awesome. And everybody out there, you should think it's awesome too. And thank you for joining us for the 217th. Good Lord, that is a
big number quick.
That's a big number quick.
I feel like we just did 200. It feels like that.
Yeah,
already.
no, we're kind of flying through.
That was
them.
17 weeks ago.
That's nuts. That is crazy. The holidays have gone by. We're in the middle of January. The year is kind of, slowly dragging along.
Whoa, relax. It's doing just fine the way it is.
Yeah, I know. I just
Now you want to rush it back to go to fucking Christmas again?
No. I'm actually looking forward to spring, man. Baseball season, so we can maybe hit a game or two.
Oh, you're actually looking forward to spring. That's how amazing is that, ladies and gentlemen? RJ is actually looking forward to spring.
Well, I don't want it to be cold anymore. I'm tired. Like, nobody likes cold. Like tolerant.
You fucking lie, bro.
No,
where is it? Where is it?
He was a fat Faison liar.
So hold on. The cold is one thing, but cold for like prolonged period of time, like months, is horrible.
Slide those out real quick. That's too close. I mean, I guess you could leave those there. But
Yeah,
it's fine.
Is that okay? I just don't want them to be too in the way. No. So like, I don't mind the cold. I don't necessarily like it. Okay. But I'm ready for I'll tell you this. You know what I'm more ready for? I'm more ready for the sun starting to set at a later time again. That's what I'm ready for.
Well, if we just not fucking do that stupid ass fucking daylight saving shit, it wouldn't be as bad as it is.
Yeah, and so I think that's what it is too, man. Really, like with the the seasonal stuff. It's like, man, I just want to see the sun, man.
I saw something recently the other day, and I didn't think about it till it was said. But winter is the only time of year that the days are actually getting longer.
That fucking sucks.
No. What do you mean it sucks?
Well, if
It makes it makes you think about it a different way, because in the summer the days are getting shorter.
yeah, and wouldn't that's why I would think that would stink. I mean, we prefer. I would want the summer to last longer, if that makes any sense.
Oh well, then you need to move.
Maybe I will.
You won't.
I don't know. We don't know.
It's cold everywhere right now.
Yeah, it is fucking cold everywhere, dude. I hate it. Dude, maybe the day after tomorrow is really going to happen, and we're going to see like a bunch of tornadoes ripping through fucking town. And
It's already happening.
it is, but slowly it happens a lot faster.
Slowly my ass, motherfucker. Like, what was it, Kansas? Was it last year? They fucking got ripped through in like April or some shit.
Yeah, that's true. That is right. I do remember that.
And
now.
all these strong ass hurricanes. You're fucking tripping, bruh.
Dude, why? Like we're on like a floating space.
What do you
rock,
mean,
dude.
why?
Just like why us? Like why Earth? Like why? Why?
Because humans are here.
Fuck. What did we?
And I don't think it's totally the fucking greenhouse gases. I don't think it's petroleum per se. It's not cars as much, because I think they've done studies where the particulates that come from cars is like way lower than what they're putting out in the news or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't have I don't have studies on me right now, but there are studies out there. I don't know, man. I could be mistaken, because I think I'm mixing that up with I think like farms are putting out more methane, which is also a greenhouse gas, than what we're doing from cars and shit.
Yeah,
it's some shit like that. I can't remember. It was so long ago since I heard this. But yeah, we are contributing into it. But there's also studies that show that during the time of the dinosaurs, the CO2 levels were really high. That was when trees and everything were the tallest and the greenest.
Flourishing.
When greenery was flourishing the most, it was because the CO2 levels were higher then. So, we're adding to it. maybe it's just we're not meant to last longer than what we think we're trying to fucking basically what we're trying to do. I think. Okay, so yeah, this is just me thinking out loud. I think we're trying to play God with ourselves so that we survive as a species by trying to contain what we now think is the issue. But this could just be an issue that was going to happen regardless. Or this could just be an issue that happened because of the evolution of us.
Yeah, kind of like trying to prolong the inevitable.
I don't think. No, that's not what I was saying.
Oh, no, I understand what you're saying, but this is kind of the way I was looking at it. That's all.
Yeah, but that's no. That's not what I was saying. I was saying the reason the Earth is getting warmer is because of the evolution of man. Is the only it has no choice but to end that certain way, and now we're trying to stop our evolution. I don't. Yeah, I guess I wasn't saying it right because you didn't get what I was saying, or at least you didn't respond.
So,
the way I thought you were going to respond.
Well, so do you think that we're trying to prevent us from continuing to evolve, like as a species? Like,
well, that I think that might be a byproduct of us trying to stop global warming, which, again, I don't think is fully attributed to just humans.
I got you.
Yeah, we're pumping shit out and we're fucking doing it, but I don't. It could just be the natural movement. No, not the movement. The natural cycle of the earth. We just might be at the beginning of the part where, hey, it's time to get hot again. Perfect example. I've heard a couple of, I think this was how they said it in the Matrix, as a matter of fact. How it was, and I when I heard him say it, I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. Like, we could be seen as a virus. So what happens when you get a virus in your body?
Yeah, your body fights it off.
Fights it off. You get hot to try to fight, like your body starts to fight it off. We are part of an organism, a large organism, which the Earth is a large organism. So I this is shit that I just be thinking about. So the universe is vast, huge. Think about a bacteria that's in your gut.
Okay.
We all have bacteria in our gut, which is like there's a whole science on brain gut biome.
Yeah,
which,
no, absolutely.
Which because they're saying there's nerves in your gut that also are connected to your brain. Like, all this shit is connected, and then the bacteria that's in there helps run everything. Again, it's been a long time since I read these studies. So imagine one bacteria in this little section of your body, not knowing how big this entire universe is. Like, to that one bacteria,
Yeah.
this is a whole nother universe.
Yeah. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, it keeps expanding. Like, we grow, like especially as babies, we grow and we get bigger and bigger and bigger. And we stop growing after a while, but we also, our cells regenerate, which is still kind of expansion. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I don't know. I guess I'm just saying we don't know. We're actually in the grand scheme of the universe, we're smaller than a bacteria that's in our body.
You need to smoke more weed, Jared. I swear. You would be like the best stoner person to hang out with.
Nah, I think that would make it worse.
Really?
Yeah, weed doesn't fucking, it's not good for you, bro. Stop. I want people to stop thinking smoking weed every day is good for you. It's not. Altering your brain in any way is not good. It's not good.
Altering your brain.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It helps to see things like psychedelics. I'm all down for that shit. In moderation. I don't think people should be smoking weed every day. I think every now and then, fine. Do what you want to do. I'm not saying not to, but I'm saying don't let that shit think you have to have it because then you're just you're chemically dependent on something that actually starts to dumb you down a little bit.
I am smart.
I didn't say you weren't. I'm saying in general, people who do that shit on a regular basis, that dumbs them down.
I got you. No, that was some pretty deep intellectual shit you were getting on. That's kind of what I was getting at.
I think about this shit all the time. That's why I'm into space, because like when you think about how big shit is, and then you think the other way, it's like if you ever seen those videos of comparisons of it'll show like I don't know, like Earth, then the sun, then like, and then it'll show the closest star to us, how big that is, and then another star that's a little farther away, but how big that is, and then it gets, the shit just gets mind-boggling, hard to understand. Like, then you start thinking, like, if that shit is that big, what the fuck do I matter in this entire fucking like what does this being that I am
vessel
matter in the grand scheme of things? That's how I figure that this can't be the end. Because if you know anything about science, conservation of energy, like energy cannot be destroyed; it can only be transferred.
Yeah.
The energy there's our personalities, who we are, the soul is an energy.
Yeah, no.
It's an energy field. What's one of the basic things in an atom? Electrons.
Yeah.
Which is energy. Now, like atoms can lose electrons, but where are those? They probably go somewhere else. So it's just we're all connected in this one big vast energy field. It's funny because I was watching this thing the other day. The guy was talking about I don't know where I got this deep shit from. This guy was talking about how fuck, I just fucking lost it.
Go on, Jay.
Energy fields. Fuck, I just lost it. It'll come back to me. This is part of being a genius. Say I'm not a fucking genius.
Well, I mean, it was good. It was good. To be continued, folks, with Jared's intelligent tangent. I wouldn't even call it a tangent. His intellectual properties. Well, you're basically saying that, like, the atoms and our souls are connected because of molecules in space, something like that.
It was basically to the effect that I lost it. I just saw this shit the other day and it made me think about it. It may come back to me. I don't think it will, but we'll see.
Oh, all right. Well, that was good. That was good.
Appreciate it. I don't need you to tell me that.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to give you some props there, buddy. Trying to keep you.
I know who the fuck I am.
Oh my God! Here we go. I'm Jared, but that's okay.
Hey, don't fucking hate on me because I'm fucking confident in who I am, motherfucker.
Oh my goodness!
I get it. I don't care about this shit though, dude.
All right, so
that was for RJ.
Yeah,
that was yours this time.
Yeah. Thank you. No, I mean. But what we could talk about, we are a tad bit late with it. It was what was it? The Golden Globes that was.
Oh yeah.
The Golden Globes that was on just recently. And who was the host? What was the guy's name? I don't know who this guy is.
I don't understand. Okay, so this is what threw me off about the whole thing. Nobody knows who Joe Coy is.
I don't. I honestly don't.
Bro, this dude sells out arenas.
That's great. I'm not.
He is one of the biggest fucking comedians in the world.
Yeah, I've never. If you've talked about him,
never heard of Joe Coy.
No, dude,
That's
I've
crazy to
I've
me.
never heard of that guy, dude.
That is crazy talk.
I was just like, who is this dude? I'm dead serious.
It's Joe Coy. He's one of the biggest comedians in the world. He sells out arenas on a regular. He's got a bunch of specials that are on like HBO and fucking Netflix and all over the fucking place.
All right, well, so I
You know who Russell Peters is?
I do. I am familiar with that. Yes.
Okay, so they're like on the same level.
I just his names never come up.
That's crazy.
I'm just being honest.
But
you know.
anyway, so there was a bunch of white people who said the same thing, and they were like, "I've never heard of this guy. Who's he? He said he only had 10 days notice and this, that, and the other thing." I'm like, first of all, you dumb motherfucker. You don't know how comedy works. Just because you have a blue check mark next to your name on TikTok doesn't make you a fucking anybody. I don't give a fuck. A blue check mark don't mean shit to me. That just means you fucking put a bunch of content up that fucking people just said, okay, blah, blah, blah. You got on the For You. And besides, back in the day, fucking it was easy to get fucking blue check marks on TikTok. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Is that like an affiliate status kind of thing, or like a viral type?
It's like verified.
Verified. Okay.
It's
all right.
different on Twitch now, and I think I'm about to get my comedy Instagram page verified because they sent the fucking thing. So I'm like, fuck it, might as well do it. With my all 250 or no 300 followers now. Woo!
That's good.
Follow me on Jared Lee Comedy, by the way. It has gone up pretty quickly.
That's good. That's good. Maybe one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be viral.
One day. Anyway, I don't care about that. I just want to fucking make sure that
Just for clarification,
I'm putting out solid content for people. I don't care about that viral shit, man. Like
when you say salad content, do you mean like small portions?
No, I mean good shit, good funny comedy shit.
Okay.
I'm not here to fucking do no viral shit. I want to be a good stand-up comedian, and I want to fucking. That's what I want to be known as, a solid comedian. I don't want to be known as this, the viral guy. Like, fuck that. Yeah, I'm going to do some skits, and maybe one of them will pop off, but you're not going to know me off of that shit. That's going to help sell my tickets later. What you're going to know me for is I'm going to go to his show, and I'm going to fucking laugh. That's my fucking goal. I don't give a fuck about the fucking viral TikToks or viral whatever. Yeah, I got to do it just to fucking stay relevant, because if not, then you'll never get seen, especially today. You know what I'm saying? It helps. But I don't want to be one of those motherfuckers that was known from the internet first and then went to stand-up. I want to be known for stand-up and then known for the internet.
I think that's fair. I think it's very fair. I mean, blowing up overnight is probably like a huge mind fuck anyway, dude.
Yeah, look at Matt Rife.
Dude.
Fucking within a year blew the fuck up.
Dude, yeah, so like
But he'd been doing it for 10 plus years, maybe more than that, but doing TikTok. Fucking blew up off of TikTok just because putting crowd work up. And him and Nate Jackson, they're buddies, and they did the same thing. I got a buddy who does comedy. He's got like 800, 900,000 followers on TikTok. I mean, but he's putting the grind in to be a stand-up comedian at the same time. Like, I don't know if he sells tickets. I don't know. I don't think any of us are at that level where we're even selling out clubs yet.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah, I would think something like that.
we're still
obviously
all
takes
early.
time.
We're still
Yeah.
all like within our first 3 or 4 years, and trust me, this is a grind. I'm gonna be in my 50s before I fucking pop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go.
What do you mean? There I go. I don't want that to be that.
Well, I'm just saying. Well, I mean, you got a goal, and we're gonna reach it. We're gonna reach
Well,
it.
they say you don't get good at comedy until you're 10 years in, if you're working at
Yeah.
it. So yeah. But anyway, fucking Joe Coy he's a well known comedian if you know anything about comedy. 10 days notice, like he said. I didn't watch the whole monologue, but I was taken aback by what people were saying about him. And I was like, this dude's a fucking good comedian. Matter of fact, by the way, I saw the numbers because Kevin Nealon's a friend of him. You know who Kevin Nealon is. I
do.
hope. Of course you do, because he's white.
Let's do this.
Yeah, there you go.
He posted the numbers, and like it was one of the best performing Golden Globes ever, with Joe Coy as the host.
So from what I took from it, from everything that I watched very brief, just bits of it. I didn't watch like you said, the whole monologue or anything like that. But it got a lot of just negativity all around. And I was thinking, and because I didn't hear of this, have heard of this gentleman before, I was thinking, oh, maybe he's like with my, excuse my ignorance, but like maybe he's like new to the game or something like that.
Okay,
And,
first of all, that's and I get it.
I didn't know who he was.
You're right. It is due to your ignorance.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna put no newbie on the fucking Golden Globes. They're not gonna put no newbie on the Oscars like that. That's insane.
No,
even
and
to
I would think, and I would be in the same thought process, but at the same time, I didn't know where he came from. I didn't know if it was like some TV show that I'd never seen or something.
Did you Google him?
No, I mean, I didn't do all that.
Okay, then don't say you didn't know who he was if you didn't even attempt to find out who he was. And I'm not saying you personally. I'm saying all the people who were, because I saw a few clips on it. A lot of people, and it was even Filipino people going against him. He's Filipino, or maybe, I don't know if he's half. But anyway, so a lot of them were like, oh, he's built his whole career on just talking about like using his mom's and his auntie's accent and this, that, other thing. And I'm like, that's who he is.
Yeah, I mean, people were weird, dude.
And they were like, oh, you let us down. Like, bro, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Y'all don't know nothing about comedy. Like, shut the fuck up. Just watch the shit. If you don't like it, don't watch the shit. And the Golden Globes, and they've been known for the last few years. When Ricky Gervais, he did it for 5 years. He has been known as one of the most controversial cats on the shit.
Yeah, the shit he says is great.
The Golden Globes is a party this is the opposite of the Oscars. These motherfuckers in there drunk and drinking and just having a good time. It's a party for the awards, for like all of entertainment. Because this is the first time, there was a few first awards. It was the first time they did a stand-up on a TV, stand-up special for TV. And there was one other new one that I forgot what it was. It wasn't comedy, it was something else. But all these are new fucking awards. And like, so this is like a celebration. Instead of enjoying it, and I think the actors probably enjoyed it. I'm sure there was some people who were like, oh, I don't know. He's a comedian. Be all bomb. Especially 10 days. And then, oh, bro. I know I'm on my soapbox right now. But then I saw some comments. Like the one guy was like, he was talking about, like, oh, he had 10 days. I could have wrote a fucking paper. Because in college, I write papers within like the one day. Yeah, I wrote papers in college, fucking 10-page papers within the one day that I have to turn it in. But I'm not writing it to be funny in front of a fucking millions of people. I'm writing it for this one motherfucker. He can give me an A or not. I'm not writing it to be funny. I'm writing it to fucking just get the fucking grade and get the fuck out of there. So anybody who's commenting that type of shit, fuck off. You ain't talented. That's why you're going to college. You're a loser. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. You fucking losers. Anyway,
I'm sorry. I get irritated, but I don't answer these motherfuckers because if I answer them, then they're gonna reply, and then I'm gonna have to answer, and then I'm gonna get caught in that cycle, and I'm not getting caught in no fucking dumbass cycle with no fucking loser mentality people who are gonna regurgitate. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with college. All I'm saying is you're talking shit about somebody who already made their dreams come true, and you're talking shit, and you ain't done shit. That's what I'm fucking talking about.
And so with the two biggest takeaways I took from just everything I kind of analyzed from the situation was, one, he made a joke about the Barbie movie, right? And
yeah, I would have made a bunch of jokes about that shit too, because I didn't even watch it. I started to watch it. I only wanted to watch it for Margot Robbie, and then I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
But the movie, it did not interest me whatsoever.
And so I guess the joke he made was basically he was like, oh, do you know why everybody saw Barbie? He said like boobies or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, and then I was reading some of the angry, obviously, responses from people, and they're like, "Oh, did he even see the movie? He's talking about the exact opposite about what the movie was about, which is what it's like, And I'm just like,
bro,
yeah,
ain't no fucking straight man nothing against anybody else, but ain't no straight man going to see Barbie unless his kid wants to see it,
Yeah.
his girl wants to see it, or he's going to look at some fucking titties.
Yeah.
That's
It-
period. Bottom line. I don't give a fuck. Name me another reason why somebody would go, a straight man would go see that.
I have no interest in ever watching that movie.
Exactly.
I mean, it's geared towards a certain audience, you know. And,
Exactly.
And so, I mean, and that applies to certain other things too. It's like, for example, musicals, right? I do not like
Oh,
musicals.
I fucking
can't,
hate musicals.
Yeah, I can't stand them.
There's like 2 musicals that I'll watch. West Side Story and what was the other one? There was one other one.
Gone with the Wind isn't a musical, is it?
No, that's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie. Yeah.
There was one other one. Yeah, West Side Story, and there was one other one I just can't put my. Those are the only 2 that I fuck with. Oh, Fiddler on the Roof. Only 2 musicals I fuck with.
All right. What I was gonna say, yeah. So that is geared towards a certain audience, right? So I'm like, oh, I don't like this stuff, so I'm not gonna watch it. So I'm not just saying I'm not watching Barbie because it's about women and it's about Barbie. I just have no interest in watching that film.
No, I agree. Again, I tried to start watching it, and it was late at night when I was watching it. But now it's just like I just don't have any interest in it. But guess what I did watch right after that? Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
And guess what it got? Actually, it got a bunch of awards.
It did. Christopher Nolan finally got a Golden Globe.
Got a Golden Globe. Iron Man
Yeah.
got Best Supporting Actor. If you don't know who Iron Man is, then I question your whole livelihood, and you should probably
Yeah,
crawl
you've
under a
definitely
rock.
been. Yeah, you stay under the rock because you definitely haven't come out from under it.
Yeah.
No, this is Patrick. What I was gonna say is,
And then somebody else won in that too.
didn't the gentleman who actually plays him win the
Oh yeah,
award?
yeah.
Best actor.
Yeah, yeah. Cillian Michael.
Yeah.
Peaky Blinders. He's Thomas Shelby.
What I was gonna say, Jared. So I was actually gonna tell you this is that I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet because it's streaming. It's gonna be on Peacock here in a few weeks, so I was gonna wait for it to stream on that before I watched it.
What you should do is just buy the physical copy.
You know what?
It's out on Blu-ray right now.
You know what? I think I actually might do that.
$21.
It's been a long time since I've actually bought a DVD, Blu-ray.
Well, now that you bring that up, that's a good thing to bring up because I have been thinking I'm gonna buy it also just because I want to see the better clarity of what I had. I was watching it in HD, but I could get a better quality with a Blu-ray.
Mhm.
But there's also this thing recently of streaming networks or streaming services, I should say, taking movies down that you've bought already. Like even on, I think PlayStation is one of them.
Yeah.
Where like you purchased it and thinking you're buying it to have it, and because they can no longer carry it on their service,
They remove it from
they
your library.
remove it from your library.
Ugh.
And I haven't personally checked because I did buy Django Unchained on PS3, so I haven't checked to see if it's still on there. But I'm curious to find out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've seen a bunch of articles recently is saying like you should probably start buying physical again. Just because if you want to watch a movie that you haven't seen in a long time, and if it's not on any streaming service that you're paying for at the moment,
Yeah.
then what are you gonna do? You're just gonna be
no.
out of watching your favorite movie, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. So I had a pretty decent sized DVD collection. There's actually some obviously
I still have mine.
Yeah. There's a pretty decent sized amount in this closet off here that nobody can see that I
Actually, when we did that one thing, anyway, that's where mine were.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
No. Nah, man, nothing like a good
I got
DVD
some
collection.
classics.
Yeah. No, I've got some good shit, dude. I've
I
got
need
some
to
real
get
good shit.
I need to get an actual shelf to put them on, just to fucking I think I'm gonna start buying physical media again.
Yeah, let's support the homies.
And as soon as I saw that article with Christopher Nolan saying that, I went immediately on Amazon to see if it was available, and it was $44 at the time. I'm like, I'm not thinking. But then I went.
Hold on, Chris.
Yeah. Then I went back like a couple of days later and refreshed, and it was like 21. So I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, I can do that. But I want to do it, and I'm not saying Oppenheimer was like I don't want to say it was the best film ever.
Yeah, that was going to be my next
I
question.
wouldn't even say it's Christopher Nolan's best film, in my opinion.
Okay.
Maybe I need to watch it again.
It does look like something you might have to watch more than one time. Just from,
no, I liked it. But I also watched Napoleon recently.
Okay.
It's funny because we did a trivia. We had a trivia question the other.
Is that the
week.
one with Joaquin Phoenix in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I happened to watch it, and then we had a trivia question the other week on it. And it was as soon as I knew it immediately because it has the dates of when certain things happen in the movie.
I gotcha.
So then they were like, yeah, in 1815, in blah, 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 Vienna, what warrior, once he relinquished his power, this, that, and the other thing, this happened. And I was like, wrote the shit. I knew it was immediately Napoleon because I had just watched the shit the night before.
Yeah.
Not-
That's
not
life
many-
working out for you.
Not many other people fucking had watched the movie and got that question, or unless you're a real history buff, you wouldn't have gotten that question. And I just happened to watch the fucking movie the night before, and for some reason I remember dates
Yeah.
very well. Dates and for some reason I remember sometimes cities too. I don't know. I remember the weirdest shit.
I do too.
Like when growing up, I would remember. I could remember horsepower of every car that I was into. I could probably still do it if I really paid attention. But horsepower, I could remember even at night, the fucking shapes of the lights of the car in front of me. No matter what car it was, I'd be like, "That's a fucking Lincoln, blah blah blah. That's a fucking whatever." And I mean, I don't practice it anymore, but I just remember random knowledge. And people be like, "How the fuck do you know that?" I don't know. It's up here. I don't.
I have random information too. I know. I think
didn't
everybody
say
has
you
their.
didn't have it. I'm just telling you.
No, I was going to say, well, I'm glad that was going to be my next question, is how did you like it? Because I'm very much looking forward to watching it here.
What?
Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer.
And
It's good. It's a science movie.
Yeah.
It's also a film, but it's pretty science heavy. Not like too much where people wouldn't understand,
Okay, I got you.
but it's. I guess I understood it because I've worked in the like university atmosphere, and there's a lot of that. And then I've also worked in the military atmosphere, and there's a lot of that also. So like all that is combined.
It just kind of well, and given the time period that it takes place too, it is kind of
yeah.
Obviously, kind of.
You should watch it.
I'm definitely going to. I
would definitely order it. Just order it on Prime. Or
And
something.
then, what did you think of Napoleon?
Napoleon. That's a Ridley Scott film, by the way. I liked it. I need to watch it again. I was falling asleep during it only because it was really late. But I was like, it was interesting enough to keep me awake, even though I was falling asleep.
No, that's always a good. That's when you know you got something good. When you know you got to go to bed, but you got to keep watching it.
Well, my thing is because I always look when there's some shit to do with history. I always end up looking up the facts. Like I want to know, all right, what really happened here? Like, because there was a lot of things I didn't know about Napoleon. I knew he was this war guy, and I thought he was like this, like just major, just didn't give a fuck guy, which he really is in the movie. He kind of like fuck everybody, like I'm doing this type of
I am your king.
shit. He wasn't king right away.
Yeah,
I didn't even know he was I didn't know he was king of fucking France for like at first for ever. I didn't know he was a king of France. I just thought he was a fucking general.
Oh, okay.
Did you know he was a king?
I would like to say at some point it had to have come across in history class at some point in our lives.
It never came across to me. I think we skimmed over it for the most part.
It's very possible, but I want to say yes, I did. But
I'm telling you,
at
bro,
the same
I'm
time,
pretty sure we skimmed over fucking Napoleon being emperor of fucking France.
once I put it this way, if we were to, well, we don't have to do it now, but if I were to just kind of like when I'm laying in bed tonight, I'll just kind of scrolling through Google and I read like the context of everything that happened in that time period, then I could be like, oh, I did kind of learn something like this, or I could be like, oh, this isn't really familiar to me at all.
If you remember it, I don't know. I don't know what you retained and what you didn't retain. Like that's impossible for me to know. But I learned a lot. There was, of course, there's exaggeration of certain things like the Egypt shit. How that's supposedly not true. That he was the one that blew the nose off the Sphinx. That's a myth.
Yeah.
But they put that in the movie.
Well, I like little things like that though.
But it's not true.
Oh, well, I know, but I like myths and like little mysterious. It's like, how did this get? Just like the pyramids themselves and stuff like that.
No, I think for me the other thing was that I learned that I forgot is like military schools and military throughout the world still study him to this day as far as how he maneuvered his troops and then you see it like when he's in like the fight scenes are crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's a Ridley Scott film. I would
that's
expect nothing less.
That's what I liked the most about it was the fight scenes. But yeah, like I was like, oh shit, that's why he's known as like one of the most brilliant fucking generals of all time. And like
I'm gonna check this out too.
Yeah,
honestly,
it's worth a watch.
Because the reason, and I would check it out eventually, but I remember when it came out very recently. It was,
It was this year. It was just early or late last year. It was like November last year.
I just remember I read like a very brief review on it, and they were like, it's okay, and then I was just like, whatever, and then
it's okay. Like I guess that's what I said. It's okay, but it's worth the watch.
I got you.
Like I said, I want to watch it again. But I like watching those types of movies again because I might catch something that I didn't catch before. It then it makes you think about the times that during those times, like it was wild. One thing that I did think about during that after watching it was if it was not for how Napoleon was, France would have been way more fucked during World War I and II. Because he already had established them as like a fucking power.
Yeah.
Especially going against the English and shit.
Yeah.
Like you going against the English, the Russians, and fucking all kinds of other people, and holding your own. And and that's why the English. There's people in the UK now that hate the French because they were always fucking fighting each other,
Beefing.
Yeah,
beefing is like we like to say.
But yeah, like if it wasn't for him, I swear, I'm telling you, bro, like they would have been ran over like some of them other countries, like Poland got ran over. Few other countries.
No, I do like time periodic pieces like that. Just from like whether like ancient Greece or whatever the UK.
But that's the reason Gladiator was such a great movie.
And it's still a great movie, folks. Also directed by Ridley Scott.
And it's not even which I think they're doing a Gladiator too.
As long as it's fucking awesome, dude, I'm completely fine with that.
They don't they exaggerate, they Hollywood it, but they still add the history of it.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about it.
You know what's funny? You say that. I think about it. I think a lot of those more movies, I think a lot of them in our lifetime have actually been very successful. I think of stuff like The Last Samurai. It was like very wildly popular. I'm just talking about like
people hated on The Last Samurai. And you know what? And I know I'm talking a lot, but
no, I'm just scratching my head.
I recently saw something that validated my thoughts on The Last Samurai. Like how everybody's like, talking shit like, how can Tom Cruise be the last samurai and this, that, and everything? It was like, no. Tom Cruise was not the last samurai. They were talking about samurai, the plural.
Yeah.
Samurai is plural and singular. Just like Jedi is plural and singular. And guess what? Jedi are based on samurai.
It's crazy. I've really never thought about it like that in terms of
that's the fucking shit. That's what it's based. That's what the fucking Jedi are based on. They're based on samurai. But So the Last Samurai is the end of the samurai, the last of the samurai.
Yeah, no, that actually makes a lot of sense. No, but I was more so talking about like the whole singular and plural version of it. Like you don't say samurai, the last samurais. Samurai, you're right, is okay. But yeah, no, I would not have broken it down like that.
So there's nothing to break down. That's how it is broken down. Like, okay, so let's put it this way. Let's think about this. In Star Wars, the dark side, like the Empire, is based on the Nazis during World War II, and the Jedi are based on the samurai from feudal Japan. And I'll even go a step further. The prequels, when Order 66 is brought about, that's when the Last Samurai takes place. It's the last of the Jedi. The Jedi get Order 66.
All right, yeah, no, that's a good one.
Come on, man.
All right, yeah, no.
Come on, man.
Open your window, breathe some air.
Come on, man.
Well,
Let's do this.
well, since we're talking about Tom Cruise, I know that you recently posted something that they're making another Top Gun movie, another Maverick.
Hold up. Yes, sir.
So, how does this kind of came out of nowhere? If I had to be like, you
yeah,
can't tell me that we had any indication that there'd be another movie.
and a couple of the same people are coming back too.
We'll probably see this in what 2028,
Probably.
or something.
It's
of that
probably
nature.
a long way away, but we are confirmed as long as. Well, I mean, he's got the Scientology medicine, so he'll probably be alive for a long time.
Yeah, I know. Tom Cruise is going to outlast all of us, dude. We've come to. That's why he never ages and still makes films. He's gonna be entertaining the people that come after us. That's
He's still the best. And look, we just talked about 2 fucking Tom Cruise movies.
Yeah, well, I mean, the guy's got hits. There are no bad Tom Cruise movies, and there's just not.
Yeah, no.
I don't think there's anything. Even if it's not great, it's still not bad. If that makes sense.
Name one that was not great though.
It's kind of hard, dude.
It's very hard. I'm thinking Vanilla Sky. That was good.
That movie's actually it's interesting.
It's very interesting. I didn't get it fully, but
yeah, when he goes to sign, he's got like no face and shit. And that movie was weird.
Let's see.
Especially watching it as a kid. I was
Minority Report.
like, that's incredible. Yeah, I don't know. Does Tom Cruise make bad movies, folks? What?
No,
no,
there's
we
no
don't. We
fucking
don't.
way. Put it in the comments
Yeah.
below.
Yeah, if there's a movie, or do you like Tom Cruise? Because if you don't,
Don't ask that question.
Yeah.
That's a loaded question because the motherfucker like, he jumped on Oprah's couch.
Oh, here,
Fuck off.
I'll tell you that.
Fuck off. Tom Cruise is one of the best actors of all time and the best filmmakers, directors, producers that we will have, and you're blessed to still have this motherfucker.
You know,
So stop the cap, folks. Stop the fucking cap.
quit capping.
Jerry Maguire.
Another great movie.
Do I need to name more? He put fucking Cuba Gooding Jr. on the map, bitches.
Show me the money. I'm surprised we don't have that as a sound bit, honestly.
Well, guess what, bitch? I fucking say add some more shit, but you never fucking tell me anything.
I just thought of it right now. God.
Okay, write it down and send it to me. That's not going to work. And first of all, nobody can even see what you're doing. This is what I have to work with, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're working. But
It's
you know,
still not going to fucking Austin with me in January, but
since we're talking about directors and Tom Cruise and how great of a director he is and just every accolade that
Well,
he has in Hollywood.
I don't know if he does too much directing, but
Well,
I meant executive producing.
Well, he is Hollywood, all wrapped into one.
Yeah, true.
There was a couple weeks ago. There was some chatter coming about from a certain director directing a certain franchise that me and you hold very near and dear to our hearts,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a little discouraging. This quote, if it is in fact true, because you never know what you find on the internet. However, the newest director of Star Wars, she apparently had made a quote or a statement, and somewhere along the lines.
No, I saw the video. She made it.
Oh, so it was an actual video of this. Okay.
Yes.
I only saw like the article.
It was at like a Comic-Con or something. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, so pull it up. So she wants to make grown men uncomfortable when it comes to Star Wars.
She was like, anytime I can make hold on, I need to do two things. Hold on, real quick, while I do this.
And while Jared's looking that up, and as a grown man and grown men here on this show, nobody likes being uncomfortable. You know what's uncomfortable? When the doctor tells you to turn your head and cough. When your doctor puts that glove on and asks you to, bend over. That's uncomfortable. I want to enjoy my Star Wars. I want to enjoy it. I want to relish in the nostalgia. I want to hear the zoom, zoom, and I want to hear bah, 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 and I want to hear it over and over again.
I hate when you do that.
I know, but
But it's not just you. Somebody else did that on. I was watching RP earlier, and they did the same thing. And I hate when people make that noise. It sounds you make it yourself sounds like the biggest fucking nerd. Like, don't do that. Don't do that, guys. Don't. Yeah, don't go bump 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 bump. That sounds. You sound like a fucking weirdo. Stop.
Come on, dude. It's great. Anyway, that's what Star Wars is. I don't want to go there and watch a bunch of.
Okay. All right. Relax. You're about to go into a realm that you don't want to go into, and you're gonna get canceled. So anyway.
All right. Jared's got the
So here's
up.
from Forbes magazine. Oh, fucking.
Ooh, get our top stories delivered straight to your inbox every day.
Don't advertise for them.
I'm sorry.
Bro.
It's just hilarious.
You're aggravating me right now.
Oh, calm down.
I'm trying.
All right. So we got the link up.
So here's a headline. This is from Forbes magazine. Says Star Wars directors make men uncomfortable. Quote is 8 years out of context. Whatever that means. Oh, okay. I see what they're saying. Basically, because the picture right below it is Rey, who was from the second trilogy or whatever.
The newer trilogy.
I guess that would be the third trilogy.
Yeah, the third trilogy, yeah.
So yeah, 8 years too late. She wants to make men uncomfortable. That's fine. You can make us uncomfortable all you want. But if your shit sucks, we're not gonna watch it. Period. So the reason I wanted to talk about this, my main thing is, I don't understand. Maybe she turned it down, but and we already know from experience that she makes the best episodes of one of our favorite shows, which is The Mandalorian.
Of course.
Bryce Dallas Howard. I'm sorry, Ron Howard's daughter. Not only is she hot, and she's in the fucking Jurassic Park movies, but she's also directed some of my favorite episodes in The Mandalorian of all this in throughout the whole Mandalorian series.
Mm-hmm.
Why not get her to direct this shit? This is what I'm not understanding. Why are we getting this person who doesn't, in my opinion, even know what Star Wars is? If her whole intention is to make men uncomfortable, then why I'm not understanding what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
You have a clearly better person. If you wanted to be a female director, fine. Because all the other ones, you're laughing, but I'm being dead serious.
Fine.
See, this is what I have an issue with. Like when I'm fucking like dead serious about shit, and people laugh at my I don't even be seeing the shit as funny.
It was just your reaction.
It's just me. It's like, fine, you can have your woman. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory, I'm just being facetious the way I'm saying it. But, like I said, fine.
Yeah, dude.
You can have a woman director. And I get it. There's never been a woman director in all of the Star Wars films. Fine. You want to do that? Let's do it. I'm all for it. But don't bring nobody in here that's going to fucking suck ass.
Yeah, no, because V and Jared will be the first to tell you we don't have a problem with Rey being the female lead in the.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about it. I liked watching the fucking movie.
Yeah, and like Jared kind of reiterated in his fine tangent, is that if your shit is not good, nobody is going to watch it, and if you're creating a product that is only going to banter your diehard loyal fan base, you're doing something wrong, and you shouldn't be in
You know
charge
what?
of that.
I want to bring up the episodes that Bryce Dallas Harper directed.
Let's
The
pull it up.
Mandalorian.
Let's pull them up. But no, seriously, we're all for the female directors, female leads. That all that stuff is good, man. But when you go out and say shit like that, and I don't know, man, it just doesn't give me a lot of faith in what you're gonna make. And like Jared says, it does sound like the person saying that doesn't really know what Star Wars is or cares about it. Now, granted, we're all taking this from what Jared saw in the video snippet from her conference or whatever, and me reading it off of an article. But
No, there was a bunch of. It was like a. It was a female pep rally.
oh my god, sorry, I didn't. mean
We're
to-
not trying to sound chauvinist or anything.
Yeah, no, not at all,
It's-
not at
it's
all.
just-
Please,
It's just I don't know. Again, this is that far woke shit that I be talking about. Let me see, where is it? So she directed 2 episodes premiering. So 2019, 2020, and see, these are some of the best episodes ever. I need to make it bigger so people can see. Why the fuck? Goddamn, I hate Google.
not Google taking over the world one thing at a
Bryce
time.
Dallas Howard, bruh. She's a beast. And she understands Star Wars.
Yeah, you got to understand. Yeah, man, God. So whatever that woman's gonna direct, it's probably not gonna do very well. And I kind of hope it doesn't, honestly, because I hate that shit.
She directed 2 episodes premiering in 2019 and 2020 of the Disney Plus series The Mandalorian. Howard referred to the larger Star Wars universe as an asset to storytelling and sought to maintain character depth and appeal to viewers.
You know what that sounds like, Jared? That sounds like a real American to me.
That
dude.
sounds like a fucking Star Wars fan.
Yeah, a fan. Well, do you know what? Hey, do you know what?
Not a fucking person with an agenda. It sounds like a fan.
Do you know what football
Fan.
players are? They're fans because they grew up watching people they were fans of. Do you know what hip hop artists are? They're rappers because they grew up fans of music and
Yeah.
possibly hip hop.
Shit's crazy, bro.
Do you know what directors and actors are? They're fans.
Not to mention, ladies and gentlemen, she's also been in some of your favorite. If you're a Jurassic Park fan, guess what? She's been in those too.
I think Jurassic Park is like by far.
And she's got a movie coming out soon, directed by the guy who did the Kingsman.
Oh, I know those movies.
Well, yeah, but there's a new movie coming out. She's in it. She plays like a reporter or something.
Ooh, reporter, hot reporter. Does she
Look.
have glasses?
No,
Oh, damn it.
relax. Like we're trying to pump her up to like.
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
to
Look at
give
me.
her the job, and
Yeah.
you're trying to make her sound like a fucking object.
Yeah. Oh, shame on me.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. I take it back. I do. What I was gonna say is, no, but yeah, you got to be a fan of what you're doing, in order for it to be successful.
And like I said, those 2 episodes she directed, 2 of my favorite episodes of The Mandalorian of all 3 seasons. Well, 4 seasons. They're in their fourth season's in the works,
Yeah, and then they're making a movie too.
and they're making a movie.
Yeah.
So hopefully, maybe they'll get her to do that one.
I'm all for good Star Wars. We
Let me ask you
are all
something.
for good Star Wars.
I don't know if you pay attention to this. Who in the Mandalorian episodes do you think your favorite director is?
Dude, you know what? We've had this conversation a lot. I can tell you
No,
what some
we
of my
don't,
favorite.
I don't think we actually said who our favorites are.
I don't know a lot of them by name, but I can tell you what my favorite episodes are, and with your knowledge.
Okay, what was your favorite episode?
One of my more recent favorite episodes, believe it or not, was what was that guy's name? Candace Bain or whatever it was.
You talking about the blue guy?
Yeah, yeah. That
That
episode.
that wasn't Mandalorian. That was Boba Fett.
Are you sure?
Yes. He might have done one.
Yeah, no, but I remember that
because
reveal.
the dude from Justified was in one. That was later. That was like episode. That was like the end of season 2 or something.
I liked that episode a lot, just the build up to who was coming, and then him walking up with the
that
sunset.
that was Boba Fett.
That was Boba Fett. Okay.
Yeah.
That
was Mandalorian season 2.5.
Well, I was getting close, but I really enjoyed that.
I don't think that was her. That might have been Filoni.
Okay, I enjoyed obviously the season 1 finale when Luke is revealed.
Filoni's a good director too, but
um,
he's also he's like George Lucas's
I
kind
liked-
of right hand man.
I liked the episode, as crazy as it sounds. I liked the episode where the young one was snatched by the monster and they all try to go save him. or they end up saving him and all that stuff.
There's
Oh,
two
God.
of those.
Yeah, no. And then there's an episode with the dark saber. I think it's kind of towards the end
Oh
of the
my God,
yeah.
RJ, you're not giving. There's a bunch of episodes with a dark.
No,
saber.
but it was like when it really like went down and like I see the scenes in my head. I cannot. Obviously, it's been a while since I can see him in my head, but I can't remember exactly which episode.
Never mind. RJ doesn't pay attention to things like I do. That's cool. Moving on to the next thing.
All right.
So you were talking about Star Trek 4.
Yeah. So I've recently come across an article, and it just kind of piqued my interest. I was like, huh, you know what? Jared, being the big Star Trek, the Trekkie that you are, and me being a fan of the recent J.J. Abrams movies, and I do like some of the originals as well.
He only did 2.
He only did 2, and then who did the other one?
Some dude, I forgot who did it. J.J. Abrams didn't do 1 because he was doing Star Wars. He did the first Star Wars.
Yeah, that's right.
Of the new ones.
So he did 2 and 3, right? For Star Trek? Or no, did he do 1 and 3? I think he did 1 and 3.
1 and 3, I think.
Well, yeah, 1 and 3. But it was just like, where's Star Trek 4? And I was, sitting there like, where is it? So I was reading a little bit about it, and they were, from what I read, it was basically saying that it's something that has been in the works, it's something that's been discussed, but it's been in some sort of limbo because it's been about 8 years since the third film has come out.
Yeah.
And apparently that's the biggest gap in Star Trek movies since their conception. As crazy as that sounds.
I don't know if I'm entirely. I don't think I'm inclined to believe that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it said in the article. It said this 8-year span
of the new movies.
No, just of Star Trek movies in general.
And no, that's impossible. Please send me that, and if I'm wrong, I will fucking correct it. But I don't think that's not.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. No, but then it got
8 years is the longest gap between. So you're telling me from the last of the original cast, William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy,
Patrick Stewart.
No, and you're still wrong.
No. But I'm talking about the films.
What do you mean no?
I'm talking about the films.
Patrick Stewart was not in any of the original films.
I know, but what I'm saying.
So what do you say?
I am saying that the article is stating that
pull that article.
Yeah,
up.
here. Let's pull it up. Hold on. Let's find it. That from the conception of the movies.
Look it up.
Yeah,
because where the fuck did you get Patrick Stewart when I said Leonard Nimoy and fucking William Shatner?
Well, he's in some of the movies, is he not?
He's in one of the movies. Wait, what? Okay, bruh, you're killing me right now.
So hold on.
Let's see. You had.
I'm scrolling.
The original movies with the original cast from the original show.
Okay, so looking at the 45-year history of Star Trek on the big screen, we see that the first 4 William Shatner-led films were produced and released over the course of 7 years, from 1979 to 1986, while the entire run of 6 movies from the motion picture in 1979 to The Undiscovered Country in 1991 happened over the span of 12 years. All 4 Patrick Stewart Next Generation pictures were made over the course of 8 years, from Generations from 94 to Nemesis in 2022, and the Chris Pine reboot series may have slowed things down some after its 2009 debut, but still managed to do 3 movies in 7 years. But that brings us back to Star Trek IV, the untitled and presumed capper to the Pine iteration of the franchise. So basically, all the movies are made within an 8-year time span. From that article.
That I can understand, and I believe that, but what you said was not what that just said.
Yeah, but from the conception of the first movie up until this very last one, there's been no span greater than 7 years. So 8 years is the longest without a film.
Okay, I think what's happening is we're looking at this 2 different ways. Or maybe, I don't know. So the way that article just explained it was, again, like I was about to tell you, the William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, which was the original cast, that happened over, they said, between, 70-something and 89?
Yeah, so from 79 to 86.
Okay, so 79 to 86.
All right.
Okay, those are the original films.
All right.
So then there was no Star Trek until the Next Generation series.
In
And-
94. And that is
And
that,
then-
that is about 8
But
years.
then after the show was over, the show was 7 seasons. Then they did movies, and they did Generations, and then you said what? Nemesis was the last one. Which
yeah, and that was in
I fucking
2000.
hate- I
yeah,
hated-
no, my dad hated that too.
I hated
dude.
Nemesis.
Yeah,
But
that's in 2002. Excuse me, I was
so
going to say 2020.
what is that? That's a 12 years or is that 8 years?
That's from 90. That's 8 years. No, yeah, that's 8 years from
Okay.
94 to 2002. Yeah,
Okay, so then you have this new series that came out in what
2009.
2009. So yes, they're breaking the thing, but that doesn't. Shit has changed and Hollywood has changed. So like, I get it. Like, and then we had the writer strike and all that shit. So
Oh yeah, I forgot.
apparently though, I read an article that said it's back under development. So I don't think there's.
Well, as long as it's being developed, I mean, I enjoyed
know,
the
I-
newer trilogy.
I know there's an origin fucking story in the works, which we already know because first of all, Enterprise, the series, already went through that. We already know how fucking Star Trek works, and one of the middle of the movies, one of the Next Generation series of movies, went over that too. That's how we know how the Vulcans came down. Because they built a fucking warp ship because the Enterprise ended up going back in time, just like one of the earlier fucking movies, the one from 79 to 86. They went back in time to save the whales. So yeah, I've seen all this shit.
No, you've
I've-
seen it.
And like,
You've seen it.
I'm too much of a Trekkie fan not to fucking know what the fuck I'm talking about when it comes to this shit. Like, I'm more of a Trek fan than I am a Star Wars fan.
Oh, I know that.
Well, I say that, but then I
Well,
know
Star Wars
I know
Star Wars also been more recent in recent years too. With the trilogy coming out and all the Disney.
sir, there's a bunch of series on Star Trek too.
I know that too, but I'm just saying in just recently, I just feel Disney and Star Wars is
And
kind of.
not gonna
flooded.
lie, fucking Discovery was good. What was it? There's 2 of them. There's Discovery, there's Strange New Worlds, and I thought there was one other one. Anyway, Strange New Worlds I think is my favorite of all the new Star Trek series right now. It just reminds me of old school Star Trek.
Gives you that good old grainy feel.
Yeah, like what it means to be Star Trek.
I like that. I like that. I like that very much. So
Sound like you like touching yourself.
it does sound a little creepy when I do talk like that. It does, and I'm not a creep. I'm not.
Emotional damage.
It happens to all of us as we get older. You know, just saying. But, I do want to make everybody aware.
Hold on, we're not done. No, wait, maybe make everybody aware of what?
Well, that we are one day closer to Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh,
Yeah.
a nice little. Well, yeah. Well, one day is
One day, and
1 week.
it's not about how you start the journey, man. It's how you finish it, bro.
I'm me personally though. I'm looking forward to seeing how RP's gonna work in GTA 6.
Oh, it's gonna be on another level, brother. I already know.
I know.
I already can tell you that. It's gonna be the new wave.
Are you even watching any? Are you even watching any RP to even understand what I'm talking about half the time when I'm talking about it?
No, because I've been watching a lot of shit for stuff I've been playing lately. But I understand I mean,
I don't
I've seen
think
it enough.
No, you gotta watch it, bro. No, you mean you've seen it enough? You've seen what enough? Tell me something about the RP world. You tell me about the RP world
I'm not going to tell you about the RP world, Jared.
because you know nothing. You
because
know nothing,
You don't want to listen to logic.
ladies and gentlemen. He knows nothing.
Apparently not. So therefore, for the rest of the show, you're going to listen to the sound of my
These 3
voice.
angles are fucking amazing. Now we should have been having 3 angles.
Here, do it again. Switch your camera again.
No,
Hold on.
fuck off.
Come on, do it again. Do it one more time. Yeah, there
Fuck
we go.
off.
It's cool. You can see me. You can see me
And still, fuck off.
dance around. But yeah, one day closer to Grand Theft Auto 6. Okay.
Mhm.
And I know that you kind of posted something that
guess what, guys? He still can't tell me anything about RP.
because you're not going to let me finish my fucking thought, Jared. That's why.
He
So
was a fat Faison liar.
That has nothing to do with lying. That is the truth. It is the truth, folks, and we all know this.
Just go on.
Anyway, so T-Pain, who's an avid RP player.
Let's relax. Let's relax on the avid.
Avid or
He
or
played. He's not
he-
avid.
Okay, so somebody who participates in the
That's what it is.
realm of world that I do not understand.
Exactly. So let me explain to you. So there was a video that came out, I guess from his podcast, because T-Pain is also streams on Twitch, like we do every Saturday here on Twitch or on YouTube for the live on Monday mornings. He also played on NoPixel. I don't have access to NoPixel. NoPixel is one of those. If you're a big streamer and you can bring eyeballs to the server, and you're a good role player, you can get in. Now, T-Pain's not the first artist that was on NoPixel. There's another, he's a UK rapper named P Money, who I listen to. He's fucking beast. And a lot of these people, they create music. Like, there's record labels in the server. Like, there's Wu-Tang Records. They just did a
Excuse
reset.
me.
They just did a reset. Don't say excuse me while I'm talking.
Well, dude, I burped.
Yeah, so burp off fucking
All right,
mic.
dude, it's just fucking reactionary.
Now
Sorry.
he's going to spit in the fucking mic.
Jeez Louise, man. Like, let me have some manners. Sorry.
Don't manners me over my fucking shit.
Well, I'm just trying to excuse the crowd, the customer.
They don't fucking know if you're not looking at you.
Well, they can hear me. There's a microphone in front of me. Like, my voice is traveling through it right now at the speed of light. Or maybe faster. I don't know.
Be the speed of sound.
Speed of sound. Oh, yeah, because it's my voice. Buh. All right, continue.
That's the speed of light.
And it's fucking bright. I'll tell you that one. Oh, man, don't look at it.
Anyway, so yeah, so he was on NoPixel. There was a video on his podcast where because he sits in front of his gaming chair and he'll game and he'll be on Twitch. Sometimes he'll rap. The fuck? Okay.
No, all right.
Did we lose something?
I don't know. Everything seems to be looking okay.
Let me close that. I don't know where that came from, but anyway. So he basically said on his stream that he used to be on NoPixel and he loved playing it, and he had to stop playing it because he was going to be working on GTA 6.
Oh.
So we now officially know that T-Pain is going to be in GTA 6 somehow, some way. Basically, he was saying he's looking forward to get back on RP.
Yeah, no, I mean,
They said for whatever reason they didn't want his music to interfere, because like I was saying, like they have record labels in the game, and artists will create their own music, and they'll be part of different record labels. Like there was Mandem Records, and there's Wu-Tang Records, and these like real legitimate artists will go in there, and then they'll play their, instead of, you know how when you go into your car on regular GTA,
yeah,
and you hear the radio,
yeah.
instead of hearing the GTA radio, you'll hear these people's songs on the radio. So like everything is customized. That's what the fun part about it is. Like, it's like this whole other world where you can just go and play these characters. So yeah, that Rockstar basically said, we don't want your music getting out there like that and blah blah blah. But then he was like, well, the fuck, now you got me on this shit. Now I can't, like, I don't know. Either way, there's a bunch of fucking corporate shit going on, but we know he's gonna be in it, and that's
Got to be cool. The good feeling though, dude. Rockstar liked you enough to put you in a Grand Theft Auto game. That's got to be like some sort of super dope ass honor. Maybe our podcast will be in the GTA one day.
Well, maybe that'd be a good thing. Well, that's actually not a bad idea now that I think about it. As far as a role play thing, like we do like a radio station, do episodes of, and then fucking have them put it on the radio.
Yeah, you can insert that stuff, right?
Yeah, I would have to talk to the owners of whatever server we're talking about doing.
Yeah, just do like 5-minute clips from a show or something and just put them in there for people to listen to while they're driving around blowing shit up.
But that's what he was saying. Well, there's not a lot of that. Like there's rules to it. That would be art. You can't just blow up. You can't just go around killing random people.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying
It's
figuratively.
called
That's all.
RDM, random deathmatch. You can't do that. Vehicle VDM, or is it VDM? Vehicle deathmatch or Can't do that either. You can't kill people with your cars for no reason. If you're gonna kill somebody, it has to be an RP has to be involved. Like I can't just fucking go up to somebody like you're dead
Yeah.
and then rob you because that's against the rules.
No. I figured as much. Depending on who
But you may figure, but not everybody listening may understand.
we want you to understand.
It's a game. Like, man, I've been kind of scared a little lately about getting on the server.
Don't be scared.
It's
a video game.
I know, but
You wouldn't be there if you weren't good at it, or whatever the case may be.
I could just been able to make a good application too.
Yeah, well, that's okay. Well, I mean, dude, if
I'm a good writer, motherfucker.
There you go. I mean, shout out to Alan Wake. Whatchamacallit? No, but dude, fuck it, it's a video.
I'm gonna
game.
get on. I might not stream it the first couple of days, but I'm definitely.
Yeah, dude, just do it and just fuck it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? They're gonna kick you out.
I don't want that.
Well, yeah, no, then
I got to find another server to play on.
yeah. So just
The
play.
process is not fun. So
Well, no, but I would just play each game like it's like, hey, I might only get to play with these guys one time, so let me give my best game and just treat every game like that.
I don't think. Again, you're still not understanding what it is. I want you to watch some. I'm gonna send you some people to watch, and I want you to watch it so you understand more of what's actually going on. Last thing I want to talk about before we go. I ain't gonna be able to break this one up this week because we kind of been off. Well, no, we did it in segments, so the AI may be able to break it up. I don't think you've been able to watch it, but I watched it a couple weeks ago, and I've been seeing some kind of hatred toward it, which I don't think is really warranted. But I've been watching Echo. It's the Disney Plus / Marvel series of a character from basically the Daredevil universe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all fucking Marvel universe, but it's just this.
That arc of Marvel.
Yeah. Like Kingpin and a couple other things in there. I don't know. But I thought it was pretty good. Again, this goes back to what we were talking about as far as like learning like different things about other cultures and history about and how things really happen. But still enjoying it because of the fiction part of it. It's Echo. Basically, Echo is about a Native American female. I don't think that really matters, but a Native American person who basically grew up under the tutelage of Kingpin, which, if you know anything about Marvel, Kingpin is like one of the biggest guys in the whole fucking universe. Criminal mastermind, just
Bald.
Yeah,
very bald.
just boss dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And basically, she grew up around him. She has one leg missing, so she has a prosthetic leg, and she's deaf. She doesn't have any superpowers per se, but she's very good at hand-to-hand combat and martial arts. But she does get power spiritually through her ancestors. This is throughout the comic books. Comic books are maybe a little different. I think some of the comic books said she's a mutant, but in the series, it's more spiritual powers. But she doesn't have them all the time. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was cool because it shed light on a real Native American tribe, the Choctaws, which were, I think, mostly in Oklahoma. And I looked up all the actors and the actresses, like the main, what's her name? Alaquay Cox, which is funny because Charlie Cox is Daredevil, and they had the same last name.
Oh, okay. Small world.
Yeah. But anyway, I looked her up. She's from a reservation in Wisconsin. Which, ironically, the homies from Wisconsin. Well, I didn't even know there were reservations in Wisconsin. I was like,
honestly, I didn't know that either.
I was like, oh, shit.
Bassy said that to me before. He may have brought it up
maybe,
before. Yeah.
Maybe in just passing. But,
no.
But it just makes you think, like, there's Native American reservations all over this country, and we just never talk about them just because we think we're fucking, like you would say, America.
Americans, real Americans.
But then we forget about.
And forgetting people is not American, folks. That's very
No,
un-American.
that's the exact opposite of what. See, now,
He was a fat Faison liar.
because that is the American way. It's to
I
fucking
know it is.
murder the motherfuckers and then forget about them.
Well, this is our America, Jared. Don't forget people. It's not
I know.
nice.
Yeah, don't forget about people.
Yeah, it's not nice.
But anyway, I don't know. I thought it was a good look into a side of our country that we don't get to see a lot. And I also thought that it was a good series, and fucking she can kick ass, bro.
Yeah.
She is a fucking fighter. And I just saw a couple people talking shit, saying, like, one person was like, oh yeah, I think they fucking just fucking whatever the word they use when they say they took the dump in the middle of I forgot the exact words they used, but he was like, yeah, I think they just gave up halfway through the series. I'm like, nah, I think you didn't watch what I was watching. I thought it was actually pretty good.
All right.
It was better than fucking the Marvel one. Miss Marvel was better than that one.
Yeah.
It was better than there was one other one. It was better than She-Hulk. Like, it was better than a lot of the weaker shit and as close to some of the stronger stuff.
Well,
as far as series
Well,
go.
if you're being tutored by Kingpin, I would like to think it's fucking badass. You know. Just saying.
She learned more of her ruthlessness from Kingpin. She didn't learn her skills from Kingpin.
But still,
personally.
him just being in the equation already
Oh
adds
yeah,
like levels
that's part of it.
I
I highly recommend you watch it. That's all I'm going to say about it.
all right. I got you.
Oh my god, let me change the camera for this guy.
Yeah, sorry,
We're
folks.
about to be done anyway. Fucking sake.
I'm starving, dude. That's what it
Oh,
is.
so am I. Like, but I'm not fucking bitching like a little girl over here.
Well, that's okay, Jared, and that's okay, folks, because you can catch us next week live at 6:30 here on Twitch every Saturday night. All right, anywhere you get your.
I don't care about this shit though, dude.
You can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts, Apple Music, Spotify, you know, anywhere you get your podcasts. And, and you can catch us at 9 a.m. on YouTube for the visual. Until then, like, share, comment, subscribe, and be safe. Peace.
Let's do this.
Dun, 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 dun.
You so hard you won't see nothing. Ever.
Audio Skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
The merit scientist